Hey, it's Kim, and I'm excited to be sharing something new here with you today. It's called How in the Hell Did I Get Here? Shorts. And it's just what it sounds like, short one-story episodes pulled from the archives of How in the Hell Did I Get Here? How in the Hell Did I Get Here airs every Thursday with new episodes from myself, my funny sisters, and our assorted guests. And this short show comes out on Fridays and features a special How in the Hell Did I Get Here story that we've chosen especially for you from our past episodes. This is Kim A. Floden, and you're listening to How in the Hell Did I Get Here Shorts. And this podcast most definitely does include swear words. Do you have a How in the Hell Did I Get Here story to share? We want to hear it. You could be featured as a call-in storyteller. Call us now at 323-488-3303 and leave us your story. That's 323-488-3303. In our next story, I've just gone through a divorce and things have gotten weird. When my friend Chris invites me to visit her in Honolulu, and it's a good thing I did, because it helped me understand just what in the hell was going on in my life. Listen in as I share the story of the Hawaiian curse with Erin.
I have had a connection to Jim Carrey since 1994. When I was getting divorced the first time and my whole life was like freaking imploding, like I had to reach out to Chris and let her know what was going on.
How old were you when you got a divorce?
30.
Okay.
And she was in my wedding and, you know, she was like one of my friends. And back in those days, it was freaking expensive to call Hawaii. I mean, this sounds insane now. It's like, it was super was. So I wrote her a letter. And when she got the letter, she called me. And by that time, I think everything had gone like shitsville for me. And so she was like, get your ass on a plane and get out here to Hawaii. And I'm like, that sounds good. So I did. I went for like 10 days. You know, she was like just 32 and just getting going. And her husband were living in a like 600 square foot apartment. Mm-hmm. So I camped out on their like pull-out couch in their living room with them. And we went and saw Ace Ventura, the first one, Pet Detective.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was the best thing for me. It was so healing because we just laughed our heads off. I mean, it was so fucking funny. I was there when she was getting her master's in math. Mm-hmm. And like I was there for the graduation. So logical woman. So we're driving around and she says to me, well, you know, here in Hawaii, the native people very much believe and honor Pele, which was the first time I even heard of Pele. And I'm like, who's Pele? And she's like, she's the goddess of the volcano. And, you know, she's the goddess of earth because volcanic, how earth is made. And I'm like, holy crap. And she goes, they believe that if you take any of Pele's rocks, you will have bad luck. I was like, what? I've got rocks from Pele. And she's like, what? How do you have rocks from Pele? And I'm like, you know who took rocks from Pele and brought them back for me. So I was like, holy crap. So then we went over to the Big Island, to the Volcano National Park, which is like, oh my God, it's incredible. Well, now it's all, who knows what it's like now because that volcano's been going wild. It was like being on fucking Mars. You drive in there, it's like it's the rainforest. So it's rainy, cloudy, smoggy, foggy, whatever. You step out, it smells like sulfur. You feel like you're in hell. And it's like, because it's all this charred landscape with these huge boulders. I mean, it's crazy there. Like, nothing I've ever seen before. And we went to the crater and looked in, and then we went to the visitor center or whatever. And sure enough, they had a whole wall of letters of people sending their rocks back, saying like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I took this rock. Ever since I took it, you know, like, you know, I've had this and this happen, all these bad things.
Yeah, I never would have taken the rock.
Well, I didn't. Someone took it in my name and gave it to me. So
Right.
So then I'm like, holy shit, this is probably why this whole thing happened. So it was shortly after he went there and he came back, and that was when he brought the rocks back. And then, you know, 3 months later, like my life was in shambles. Shambles. So I was like, holy shit, Chris. So I tell her and she's like, holy shit, you got to return those rocks. So I'm like, yes. But the funny thing was the Ace Ventura thing. So we're over on the Big Island, which, like, if you've never been to Hawaii, I highly recommend you go. Like, it's magical there. It is like a great place. We had to buy umbrellas immediately when we landed because it's, it's wet there. So we're at the visitor center and I'm watching like a whole thing about Pele and I'm like, oh my God, she's powerful. And I hear my friend over talking to the park ranger and here's what Chris says. Hi, yeah, this is like the third time I've brought friends over here from the mainland. And she's like, we just love coming over and bringing them, over here to see the volcano and everything. But, every time we come, it's raining. There's like a pause. I hear the park ranger lady go, yeah, that's because it's the rainforest. And Chris goes, well, alrighty then. Which was the big phrase from that movie.
Oh.
I freaking was like behind a postcard rack, like on the floor peeing my pants. I'm like, oh my God, big burn on you. But she got her back with the alrighty then. Well, because the lady was like, you dumb shit. It's the rainforest. Right. I could just write alrighty then on her Facebook page right now, and she would write me back something like, it's the rainforest.
Right.
So in case you're wondering what happened with the rocks, I did send them back once I got back home. I love rocks, which is why my then friend had picked them up for me in the first place. I don't think he was trying to curse me or himself, but that's what appeared to happen. Anyway, when I got home, I had to dig through my whole big basket of rocks, and although I was pretty sure which ones they were, I wanted to be positive. Fortunately, I worked with a guy who was a geologist/archaeologist, and I took the rocks into work that I thought were the ones that came from Hawaii, and he identified them positively. I sent them back to Haleakala on Maui with my letter, which now might be on the wall somewhere. And I told Pele the whole story, and eventually my life did get back on track. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoyed this How in the Hell Did I Get Here short. And if you can do us a huge favor and leave us a review on Apple iTunes, that would be awesome. It seems like a small thing, but it really helps independent podcasts like ours get found by other people. So if you have a minute and you can do that, it would be great. You can find the link to Apple iTunes at howinthehellpodcast.com right there on our homepage. Also, we love and appreciate any financial support you can offer us. We love showing up here for you twice a week, and we want to be able to keep doing that. So if you can, please consider supporting the show at buymeacoffee.com/The Coloring Book Coach. Speaking of the Coloring Book Coach, find a free coloring book and more fun freebies at thecoloringbookcoach.com. Our music is produced by Silent Partner, and the song name is 7th Floor Tango. We found them on YouTube's Creator Library, and you can find their links in our show notes. How in the Hell Did I Get Here Shorts is a production of The Coloring Book Coach and is written, produced, and hosted by Kim A. Floden with editing direction from Carrie Floden. Thanks for listening.